not about looks, but it is about being cool. Hello, happy Monday. Welcome to another work week in the life vlog. I'm about to start with some unboxings that I actually just took, but I figured I'd flip this so I can actually introduce myself, say hi, say how you doing. So hi, I'm Anna. I'm a medical social worker. This is a little work week in my life. I'm fairly new to working full-time, as in like 6 weeks probably, working full-time straight. But on this channel, I just like to post videos that show my life, a little picture into my life and all that it encompasses. Today, since it was Monday, a lot of the day was kind of spent getting caught up a little bit, I feel like, over like, oh, what happened over the weekend? Okay, who are the new people that came into the hospital? It just takes like more time to reorient yourself to what's going on in the hospital whenever you come in on a Monday, since it's been obviously 2 days that I did not work. What's kind of boring about this week is that there's not too much outside of work that is different. It's very routine. And so instead of being like bummed about that, I'm going to think back to the Anna that a few months ago didn't have a routine at all and was really looking forward to weeks like this. And so it's really going to be leaning into the routine, because I find that I enjoy my routine. Like, I enjoy what my days hold nowadays and getting to do some of my favorite things like in every day and getting to appreciate the things that happen in every day. So I'm really trying to lean into that, and I'll try to showcase that a little bit in this video for this week. As far as today, that meant that when I woke up this morning, took a nice like little morning routine. I did some yoga, which is different. I don't usually do that. Made like a smoothie, which I've gotten in the habit of making lately because I've just been loving them. You know, got dressed, went to work, all of that. Did my whole thing at work. Stayed a little bit late, just barely, like 5 minutes late, but that's enough that it affects traffic on the way home. Got home, and now we're here. We have dinner that is waiting for us in the crock pot. It has about 30 more minutes until it's done. I am planning on getting a run in today. I feel like it'll just make me feel mentally better to get my longest during the week run in on a Monday, because then it's just done. So for today, that means I'm running 6 miles tonight, which is more than I've done like on a weeknight like this ever before. I'm gonna try to wait until it gets a little bit later. 1, so I can eat, and 2, so that hopefully the heat goes down a little bit. By that, it might go from like 94 degrees to 92 degrees outside, but that counts. That counts for something. I actually am registered for a half marathon that is going to be just under 3 weeks from today. So the next kind of upcoming couple of weeks is going to be pretty focused on that, just as I get ready, because I want to go into it prepared. But then in the unboxings that I'm about to show you, there's a couple of things for that too in preparation. Overall, just wanted to say hi. So glad you clicked on the video. So glad you're here. I hope it's a great week, and I hope you enjoy watching it. I'm so thrilled to be introducing the sponsor of this video, a brand that is very well known and loved over on my channel, and that is a.bea.s. A fun little scavenger hunt for you to take is that if you go to my videos from March 2022 until now, you will see that I'm wearing the same pair of earrings in every single video. These earrings have traveled the world with me, they have swum in the ocean, they have been stuck in the rain, and they are still just as beautiful and endurable as they were the very first time that I worked with a.bea.s. whenever these earrings got put in my ears. a.bea.s. jewelry is long-lasting, tarnish-resistant, truly just jewelry essentials that you can feel really good wearing and can up your game by just that much more. 100% of their designs are both strength and humidity tested. However, if for any reason you are not totally satisfied, they did recently start offering a 2-year warranty on their products. So I mean, even though I've been wearing those earrings since March 2022, that is still less than a 2-year warranty, even though it feels like forever. a.bea.s. jewelry has the planet in mind, all the way from the creation of their jewelry even into the shipping, where they use reusable packaging. The brand is carbon neutral, offsetting 100% of their carbon footprint. I love getting to feel good about promoting good brands, and a.bea.s. is definitely one of those. In the sponsorship, I did want to show you the new pieces that I got because I am excited about them, but I also wanted to show you again some of the pieces that I've gotten in the past when I've worked with a.bea.s. because like I said, even though I've been wearing these pieces nearly every day, those earrings literally every day, not a single piece is tarnished, not a single piece is broken, and I love all of them just as much as I did the day I got them. I think my favorite from this partnership is this watch bracelet. I feel like everybody's been getting a watch band bracelet recently, but you can just see how beautiful the gold is, and it is one that as I wear it during the day, it definitely distracts me as I look down at my wrist just because it is so shiny and makes me feel so good. All of that being said, I highly encourage you to check out a.bea.s. and you can use the code a.bea.20 to get 20% off your purchase. So their pieces already start as affordable as $39, and you can get 20% off your purchase using that code. Thank you so much to a.bea.s. for working with me on this video. Let's get back into the vlog.
I have to do important things here, Joel.
Okay, do your important things.
I'm a hard working individual. I am valid and I am heard. I do things.
Happy Monday. Figured to start the week off with an unboxing because that's exciting. And because I have 2 boxes right now with I think a 3rd coming later this afternoon if I'm not mistaken. Box number 1 is from Amazon and it's in preparation for half marathon coming up. I got more Honey Stinger energy chews. They're basically fruit snacks that you can use to fuel during runs. I got fruit smoothie flavor, which I didn't hear great things about before I got them, but just tastes like fruit, so I've enjoyed them. And then I also got 2 light options because my half is actually at night time, and so they highly recommend having a headlamp or a light of some sort. And I didn't know if I would like having a lamp on my head, so I also got another option. I actually put the strap on incorrectly. See, this is why I can't. Zach.
This is why we can't have it.
This is why I can't wear a headlamp during my You're running down the trail and this comes at you. What do you do? I can't. I can't do it. Okay, so I guess those are my options. Red, regular, high, and wide. Can someone find me a picture of someone looking cute wearing a headlamp? Then maybe I'll do it. It's not about looks when you're running a half marathon, but it is about being cool. Now this one is the other option, and they're not battery powered. They have a little charger. I'll put both of them in my Amazon storefront. They are magnetic though, so I think it's like, I would do it like this or something. Obviously not with this shirt. And then it would be like this. So maybe like to a sports bra or something. That's so much better than the headlamp in my opinion. I'm gonna try probably these out on my long run that's coming up so that I can see if I like them or not. Other box should be less dorky. This is me feeling annoyed at TikTok whenever they came out with a shop option because it felt like Instagram shop and it felt like I can't go anywhere without having money to spend. But then I got so easily influenced because I saw like one girl post a TikTok about these headphones specifically. which I paid about $45 for, like pretty much exactly $45 for. I ordered them either Thursday or Friday, and they arrived today, and it's Monday. Rumor has it they compare to Air Maxes and to like Beats over the ear headphones. And I also seen someone say that their charge lasted for over a month, which is pretty impressive. Oh, even without like having a noise canceling feature turned on, just the thing itself is already pretty noise canceling. This is fun. I like these.
OTT.
I quite honestly have been in such a funk the past couple of days, and I feel like it's making me do so much like self-reflection and like, oh, what is this funk? What is the source of this funk, so that then I can try to get out of the funk. And I feel like that can be like non-helpful, unhelpful, hurtful sometimes, to try to like psychoanalyze myself out of a funk. So instead I'm just gonna try to kind of sit in it a little bit, because I know that it won't last forever. And there's things I'm excited for. For instance, tonight is a rest night off of running, so I've already showered, washed my hair. It's only, well, it's 5:30. That feels kind of late. It's 5:30. I've already showered and washed my hair. I'm about to have this piece of cake. I love, this is like, you know when they take the cakes that don't sell and just cut them up into pieces and then sell them for, this one's $3. Back in my day, when I was in high school, in like 2018, I could get the pieces of cake at Hy-Vee for 99 cents. This one was $3. It's okay. Definitely still worth it. I'm gonna continue working on crosswords and just like turn on some YouTube videos just to kind of chill and have a good time and have my brain do something that is neither productive nor overthinking, you know? So I think that'll be good. Part of me wanted to come on and be like, this is the funk that I'm having exactly, and this is the feelings that I'm having and all of this. And I kind of realized that if I go too into depth, that just is going to further my like trying to psychoanalyze myself out of the funk instead of sitting in my feelings and sitting in my emotions. But just to give like context, I think why the funk is happening right now is that, if you remember my little journey, my little 2023 journey, most of you have lived it with me so far. At the beginning of the year, I was in an entirely different job. I was not enjoying it. I was not having a good time. I knew I needed to be somewhere different. And so then eventually I quit that job. And then I had my little unemployed era. And that was imperfect, because while it was fun to like have rest and have time to just like do hobbies and such, like it was such a privileged time, I also wasn't like totally at peace during that time, because I was still working to get a job. I quit my job without having another one lined up. And also I was just very disconnected from society, being like in my apartment doing my own things every day. But then I started my new job, or my full-time job, but then I went on vacation. And when I was on vacation, I obviously was having a good time, but also was so excited to like actually figure out the routine of my new job and move into the new apartment. Like I knew I had these great things waiting to happen, these big milestones waiting to happen whenever I got back from vacation. So then I get back from vacation and we have those big milestones happen. We have the moving, we have the like really settling in at my new job. And I feel like that's been kind of a whirlwind the past couple of weeks. And I think now I'm kind of coming down from that whirlwind where there's nothing like too huge on the horizon. It's just a lot of routine looking forward. And I know I talked about how I'm trying to lean into that routine, because I am, because I want to have a routine that works for me. But also, even if I'm not at like a bad place of life, if life was like up here and then now it's like here, and even if that's like better than, you know, average or anything, that still just is kind of like this decline to get to, not the huge whirlwind of like fun things and new transitions and everything. And so I think it's just that decline that I'm feeling, where it's like, okay, I'm settling down, this is gonna be normal life now. And it's easy for that to feel like, oh man, boring normal life. So that's where, in brief, the fact that like that's the brief part, like that's the super short story, just shows you how much I've been trying to like therapize myself in my brain. Maybe I should just like actually go to therapy. And all of that to say too, that like today at work, I was just feeling my funk. So like I did stuff, I did notes, I talked to families, I did everything I needed to do, but I was just feeling my funk all day. So I'm not like excited to like come back and recap the day, you know, or anything. So instead, this is the recap of my day. But I am closer, I feel really good about this crossword. Never in my life have I ever finished a crossword puzzle. I love starting crossword puzzles, and then once I no longer know the clues anymore, I just start a new crossword puzzle. I've never finished one, but this one I've kind of gotten pretty far on, so I'm gonna spend some time on it. I'm gonna turn on some YouTube that I enjoy to watch. Thanks for hearing me out. Okay, are you ready for the hugest moment in the world? Well, today's the day that I was going to be all by myself, and so I told myself that I graduated from having like my little ribbon that tells people that I'm new. But now my supervisor is actually no longer taking PTO today, so I will not be by myself, but I still feel like today is the day when I feel emotionally ready. I was telling one of my coworkers yesterday, I was like, tomorrow I'm gonna take off the ribbon. I'm not gonna have the ribbon on anymore. And he was like, okay, are you ready for that? Are you ready? I don't want you to feel pressured. And I was like, I think I'm ready. And the person who started the same day as me and oriented with me, like went through orientation with me, she took hers off last week. So, are you ready?
Yeah.
Dun dun. The glue is strong. Dun dun. Oh well, the glue is actually very strong. Oh my goodness. They're so cute. I feel like I should take the ribbon with me to like hang up on my desk or something. Look at this. Okay, what's gonna bother me is that there's now adhesive back here, so I feel like it's gonna get dirty back there. Or like collect shirt fuzz or something. I'll have to work on that part today. Oh, that was my filming light. Good morning. Good morning. A little recap of my day yesterday, my very first day without the little gold ribbon that tells people that I'm new. It went just fine. I feel like things that came up for social work yesterday was for the remaining people who were actually like in the office. So even though I was covering for 2 people, it wasn't like their clients that needed anything addressed. So it wasn't even like all too busy or anything. My little funky funk did continue into yesterday though, which is why I didn't vlog in the afternoon at all. It's because honestly I was still just like really feeling it. Talking with Zach, I think what we've realized is that I think it's just stemming from, like I said before, the adjustment period, and then also just like working to find my specific role in the hospital. Like I feel like I see so many like different people doing different things, and I'm just still kind of like working to figure out like what my supportive role actually looks like, especially coming from someone who did not have any prior hospital experience, does not have any like personal hospital experiences, which I'm very lucky for, but also just like that means that there's a disconnect, I feel like, in my brain between like the population I'm working with and the work that I'm doing, if that makes sense. So like I'm working on it and I'm taking trainings and stuff, but I do think that that could be some stuff that's just played into it. It's just a little bit feeling like I can do more than I'm currently doing with my non-full caseload yet, and then a little bit just like working to find like what my role in the setting is. Kind of figure out my place, you know? But that being said, I did cry about it yesterday, but like I think it was in a very good way, and where it was just like a release, an acknowledgement of feeling my feelings. And then honestly I felt pretty better after the cry, not entirely better, but then I went to run club yesterday on the Beltline. There were several people that I knew and several people that were new and it ended up being a really fun time. And it was one of those things that because I was in my bad mood leading up to it, I was like, I don't even want to go, but I knew that I would feel better once I was like hanging out with people and just doing something entirely different. And so that really did help. I mean, the day still is to happen, so anything could happen, but as of right now, today, Thursday, I am feeling a lot better. Today at work is a little bit meeting heavy. We have the acute care rounds in the morning, which only happen once a week. They only happen on Thursdays. So those will start at 8:45. It kind of changes how long they take, depending on just so many different things and who's talking and all of that. We have the ICU rounds then at 10, and then I also have a care conference that I'm covering for one of my coworkers for that is at 3:15. So everything else will just get done between those times. I feel like because this is like something new that I'm doing, and because I'm doing it because they're out, I'm gonna spend some time today like looking at other people's notes from conferences like this. It really is just like a meeting between a parent and a primary doctor, so that away from the bedside, so that the parent can have like a clear picture of treatment of care, can voice any concerns, can ask questions, and just a moment for like parent and doctor to come together in a way that's different than is offered in the typical hospital routine, just because like even though parents can be present at medical rounds, like that's different than sitting down and having like a doctor's sole focus be on you and such. So I'm covering that today. But I feel like I need to look up like other people's notes and stuff because I haven't seen that, and so that'll be kind of like my project for the day. Hopefully it'll be fun, and hopefully it'll be something that I enjoy, that is fun. I did sit down somewhat recently and start to plan like YouTube videos for the coming months. I feel like I kind of gotten, I wouldn't say in a rut with YouTube videos, but just like in an unplanned time with videos, because like with the move and with getting back settled into the job, I just didn't know which videos I would be like capable of producing. So many of them were just like vlogs, and it was just like, okay, I'll vlog for whatever amount of time feels right, and then after that like edit it and then post it, but it wasn't super planned or anything like that. And so it was fun to sit down and like create some plans, create some goals as far as like what videos will be, like what the intention behind the video will be, like ones that are not just vlogs, and planning that. So I think that also kind of made me feel a little better too, because that was doing something that I enjoy and doing something that like I'm excited for and looking forward to. So I think that that helps the funk too. Something else that Zach and I were talking about yesterday whenever I was like crying on the way home from work. Let me emphasize, like nothing was wrong. Like I don't dislike the job. It just is like this funny adjustment feeling of like I'm here, but I don't like fully understand, you know, where I fit in here, because it's something that I've never done before. So it's that adjustment period. It's not something negative. Anyways, what we were talking about though is that also with me like starting the new job and then like coming back from Costa Rica and hitting the ground running and like just settling in, is that it's kind of been my number one thing lately, because it's been taking like a lot of my mental energy, a lot of my like hours in the week, which is expected, but also doesn't mean that I can like mentally step back from the things that I enjoy or the things that I like outside of work. And that was a goal of mine, even carrying over from my previous job, and like not wanting to get burnt out or something. But just because I go to work doesn't mean like, oh, now I'm gonna lack on YouTube, because like that's something that I really enjoy. Or like just because I go to work doesn't mean that I can't like volunteer for something I'm super passionate about, or things like that. Like, so that's something that I'm gonna kind of focus on today, I think, in any downtime I have, is just like coming up with ways of like other things that I can fill my time doing instead of just running, because that's like really my only thing right now that I'm doing outside of work, which is a big thing with race training and going long distances. But mentally, I think work holds so much more weight whenever like it's the only one thing that's going on in my life. So I need it to not be the only one thing that's going on in my life. Like I can be Anna and have my little place in this world outside of work, and then it doesn't matter as much if I'm like feeling like I'm trying to fit into my role within work. Does that make sense? I don't know if it even makes sense to me, so maybe it makes sense to you, and if it does, if you could explain it back to me so I understand it a little better, that would be great. I'll just do a quick OOTD so we can go. Alright, got this cardigan from Ross, got this from Amazon, got these pants from my thrift store. Doing business casual today because I already wore all my scrubs for this week and didn't wash them yet. All jewelry, well, thumb ring, watch band, bracelet, necklace, earrings are all from Ana Luisa, and then this ring is from whenever I studied abroad in Malaga, and I got it for myself as a little present, and I still really like it. Badge, no yellow ribbon, because I'm an expert now. I have been loving the noise canceling headphones that I got at the beginning of this week. Whoa, the real world feels very loud without them now. And let me re-emphasize that I paid like maybe $50 for them. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was maybe $50. I need to make like a TikTok about them so I can be influential. I feel like I try to be like anti-consumerism sometimes. I did buy a lot of things this vlog, or received a lot of things this vlog, but these headphones have been game-changing for $50. Anyways, it's Friday afternoon, and I would like to officially welcome you to the end of my slump, the end of my funk. I think I felt it really Okay, I haven't talked to you in a second, and it's because I don't know where I've been, to be honest. I've been sitting in this chair probably. On Wednesday, leading up, like after work, I think Wednesday was a huge funk day for me. And I feel like we've talked since then, actually, because I think I told you that I cried after work. But then I went to Run Club, and running club really just like jump-started me, I feel like, out of my funk. Just like hanging out with cool people who I like and doing something that I like and meeting new people, because new people come every week too. Like there was just something about it it jump-started me out of my funk. And then yesterday I was like, okay, woo, look at us, out of the funk. And I had a crazy busy day at work, but like in such a good way, where how I was kind of talking about like, oh, I need to find my role and like figure out what I'm doing. I feel like I was doing things yesterday that I like actually felt like were beneficial and helpful. So that helped. Again, might be a character flaw that I feel happy when I'm pleasing others, but I did feel happy pleasing others. And like I said, I was so busy. I did a lot of things, to be honest. I feel like the most notable was that for the first time I held a care conference by myself. And then today, the thing that was kind of fun for me was that I had a family who had applied for SSI disability income for their child and kind of just felt like their application got stuck somewhere. They weren't sure if they needed to do more for it or where it was or what was going on with it. And so with the correct releases of information, because remember, don't share information unless you have permission to, with the correct releases of information, I was able to actually like call the Social Security Administration office, SSA office, and figure out like what was going on with their application. And it turns out like they were already in the adjudication phase, and so I got to call the DDS and figure out what was going on there. And like it was nice because it was something like very real and tangible that I could do to kind of just like relieve the burden on this family while they're in the hospital. And I also feel like I'm learning a lot because I never used to know anything about like SSI or disability income or the application process, but thankfully one of my coworkers is like an expert on it. So I was just like texting her on my work phone all day being like, if they told me this, what does this mean? If they told me this, what does this mean? What's the next step after this? So that was very good, but it was very nice to be able to have something like that I could like kind of pour myself into that was like tangible, beneficial for a family. I enjoyed that. Since I got home, I really just edited a video and then I kind of sat and did a bit of a crossword. I want to pick up around just because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like things aren't looking how I would like them to look. And part of that is still like getting decorations and stuff like that because we hadn't until we moved into this apartment, but I don't want to like lose momentum. I keep checking the swivel chair from World Market that I've mentioned in a couple vlogs now that I fell in love with but cannot fit in my car at all. And I save so much money by going to pick it up because they do like a 15 to 20% off if you pick up in store, and then it also saves like the delivery fee and the like large item surcharge delivery fee. So I keep checking like, is there a pickup truck that I could rent and can I pick up the chair? And so far the answer has been no, but I really want a swivel chair and I really want it to go right in that corner where the desk is now, the desk that we're not keeping. All of that to say, I think the rest of the night I'm gonna pick up a little bit, I'm gonna read, and I so appreciate you sticking with me this week, even though it was a funky week where I was in a funk. Tomorrow I'm running 11 miles and I'm planning on making a whole like running vlog out of it, so I'm very excited for that. Make sure that you're subscribed before you go. And again, thank you to Ana Luisa for sponsoring this video. Remember that the code ANNABEA20 can get you 20% off your jewelry purchases. If you want to match me, we have like friendship necklaces or friendship bracelets, especially that gold watch band bracelet. I should have put it on for this, but that can be our friendship bracelet. I love you, I appreciate you, and I'll see you next time.